We are going live right now, Belle, just so you know. I hope that's the first words that were heard. Hand me the rest of my beer.
Very good.
Oh, I feel like it's going to be. Okay, now it's doing it right for some reason, showing the starting now screen. I don't know why it was doing it oddly before. Oh, there we are again. All right. Yeah, okay. All right, it's all working for me now. I think everybody sees us now. I think we're good. Everybody who's usually on my channel will understand that, one, usually things go wrong. But two, Maddie is traveling, and she left me in control of the Streamlabs. This is my first time trying it, so it's absolutely terrifying for me. Yeah. I'm doing great. Okay, good. We're trying our best here. Hello, everyone. Down in the stream, please do let me know if there is any issues with sound. I'm figuring it out as we go, so y'all let me know. I think once it, yeah. So it did that thing it did before where it just kicked you all out suddenly. And I think when it did that, it just shut the link down. So when I press go again, it just opened a brand new one. A brand. Oh, I see what y'all did there. You bunch of chuckles. Okay, I got us all over here too, so I can see. There is a little open window there. You all will see we have one more guest who will be coming to join us soon, unless it's just sitting in the ether over here. Jess is just sitting in the ether over here. Sorry, Jess. Hi. You're here now. Yeah, we'll make sure it shows. And go, oh, and it should show it. There we go. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Saying other people are mute. Y'all want to talk for me?
Hello.
They all seem to be good. Let me know if you guys have... If you're able to hear all the special guests, let me know if it's just one person. We can hear we can't hear the others. All right, give me 1 second, everybody. We're figuring it out as we go. We got this. All right, we go to here. Talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island. Discuss. I did say a thing. In a sec while I figure out what's going on. Performance mode. Yeah, I just need to get into where the audio's stuff lives. I'm doing it. I promise I can do it. I promise I can do it, everyone. Go here. Settings. Are people dropping? Oh no. No, I'm so sorry. Then there were 4. This is how it happens. They all just go away. Oh, I think I see the issue. Okay. Way too hot a topic. Everybody's leaving. Be right with y'all. So let's go here. Find all you people. Yeah, they look like they actually just jumped right out of the Streamlabs killing me. It looks like they just jumped out of the chat thing altogether, right? All right. Let's do this. Let's turn that off. See if this does it. All right, I'm changing a setting. Everybody who is listening, you let me know if suddenly you can hear guests. Guests do make sounds so they can see if they hear you or not. That's all I get. That's it. That is perfect. I'm fine with this. All right, I just changed all these things, and then yeah, did I move over on you? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see if it has a weird, strange thing. Then what I'm going to do instead, we're going to take desktop audio. We're going to turn this on. If y'all talk to me now, it should just pick up my desktop audio, which should be you.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Bup, 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 bup.
I'm too good. I'm pressured. Don't tell me to make noise. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No sounds but creative dancing.
No sound, but yeah, we will do interpretive dance for the whole rest of everything here.
That's the Hobbit dance lessons, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, yep, yes, here but low. Okay, that's fine. That's a start. I can turn that up. I just need to, what I'll do is that since you're in my audio, I turn all of you up. I turn the music down now because that's probably going to be real loud. At least you can all be heard now. That is a step. If some of you guys, let me know. Some of you want to turn up. I'll do the one ear thing in just a second. If some of you want to turn up your mics and stuff so everybody else can see if they can hear, and I will change mine down mix to mono, so hopefully I'm no longer in just one ear. But yeah, if you just have microphones or whatever, turn them up.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, y'all get intros once you figure the tech out. This is true.
Hey, I'll get there.
I promise. I don't know why Bale doesn't seem to be able to log back in. Let me just send him another invite link. Maybe that's what it is. But since they can hear y'all can talk amongst yourselves. We got
Hey, everybody.
Rachel, Kiki,
Hello.
Jess, go to town.
So, Rhode Island, am I right?
The thing about Rhode Island.
Since Bale isn't here, does that mean we get to spill like all the secrets about Brandywine? Oh no, he joined right as I said that.
You are a disturber of the peace, Jess.
No.
Hey, Bale, I see.
It's happening right now.
Nothing.
We're
Don't
doing
even
it.
worry.
Look at us pulling it all together now.
Yay!
The kit's real quiet for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to turn myself down because I was blowing out everybody else's eardrums, I think. So.
Okay. Well. This is exciting.
Yeah, you all talk amongst yourself while I do more tech stuff in the background. I'm the least important person. All right.
This is how it goes usually. Every time I've tried to do a live, it goes about like this or worse.
Yeah,
so.
same.
It's less bad when Maddie's the one doing it. But...
Less bad is an understatement. I mean, I love you and everything, but you know.
We're getting through this.
I think you're the only one who has like your actual audio. So let me just undo you real quick. Shoop. There. You're fine. You don't have to do anything. Just
Echoing.
yeah, I think it's the audio output.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Yay. Okay, let me bring you back. Show on stream. Hey, the gang's all here. Ariel, if you want to speak really quickly, just so we can sure everybody can hear you okay. It says Bale's the only one who's echoing, which is odd.
Do I need to adjust something?
Hello.
Perfect. Good. That's exactly it. All right. Well, you all.
Ariel, is that a mushroom cowl?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
And I made the cat appeared.
Oh,
Yes.
Magic.
Kit, I think
we
you're
go.
still quieter than everyone.
All right. Well, now
unfortunately.
before I was too loud. Now I turned myself back up, so maybe this is okay now.
You're good for me now.
Huzzah!
As I was saying before we were kicked off, I and hopefully this doesn't jinx it immediately lose me where everyone else again. I may be a little less talkative tonight until we get close to midnight, as I am, or midnight at least for myself and Ariel, who are over here in Europe. as I'm taking care of final questions and support questions, tickets, and making sure everything finishes off the not a bang, it's smooth and lovely. That's finish with a bang, not one. We finish with a
Whisper.
with a style. I don't know. We're finishing good. Yeah, word.
Yay!
I need sleep.
You need sleep.
Yeah. Hold on one second, Bale. For some reason, Bale, you're echoing real bad. It says everybody else is good, but it says Bale has a real bad echo. Yeah, I just turned you way down for a second, and then.
Good luck, everyone.
And he disappeared. I think he's leaving and then coming back again.
I just saw in chat just someone go, please stop Bale.
I know. Bad reverb. Everybody else is okay. Just make sure. As long as everybody else is
now,
okay,
yeah.
we'll figure out how Bale is bailing. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, odd. All right, we'll try you again, but you're on parole, so I'm gonna turn you up slowly because you're killing everybody. All right, I'm slowly bringing Bale up, everybody. Are you all ready? Here he comes.
The screams of the chat.
Speak a little bit and then shush so they can see if you're echoing or not.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Oh yeah.
Potatoes.
Is he?
Yay! It seems like that's working. I'm trying to get my cats to stop screaming, so sorry in advance.
That would simply just be our special guest.
They're dramatic, so.
Yeah, it's still saying you're echoing, Bale. Let me just fiddle with you a little bit. Let me try this one instead. I just did a thing to your audio, so you can try it again.
Potatoes.
Taters. Worst come to worst, Bale, I will open you up on a different screen and just use a different audio line. Everybody but Bale, though, please do have a good conversation.
My cats would like to join, that's clear.
So did everybody in the chat has a ticket to go to the festival with us?
Man, I'm so stoked at how fast that climbed up. So many people are going to be coming to join us. It's crazy.
Yay!
It's really, really cool to see that happen. We did our stream the day it started, so we got to see it from like 0 to now. It's crazy how fast people jumped on that.
I can't believe it's already been like 30 days.
Right?
Yeah, that's
that went by super fast.
Yeah.
So fast.
I'm so glad it was for you.
Yeah, Bale's been working so hard. Yeah, it's crazy. We were just talking actually before you jumped on here, Bale, about like how you'll message us at like 3 a.m. our time, which you're in Germany, like, or you'll message me at like midnight my time. I'm like, what are you doing?
He's a busy man.
He's a busy man.
Hey.
Keep fiddling with you, Bale. I might just make a new source to stick you in, Bale. I'm gonna unassign you. Okay. Yo, don't mind me doing stuff back here. Y'all do your own thing.
I will say I'm so surprised in just the past few days. It feels like there's just constantly updates of like, oh my god, we just hit this stretch goal. Oh my god, we just hit this stretch goal. Like, it's going so fast. I'm so excited for the new like quest lines and the new stuff that's opening up because everyone's like joining in. It's
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we get to see some of the behind the scenes stuff too on what some of these quest lines are going to be, and I'm so stupid excited to see not just like them happen, right? Because you see all the planning that goes into things and that type of stuff, but then to see how like a player will react to it or tear it apart a little bit. Whenever anybody plays any kind of RP thing, they have a tendency to go their own way and make their own game of it. It's going to be super fun to see what that is like.
Mhm.
I agree, especially as mischievous little hobbits.
Oh, mischievous hobbits.
Really excited to see everyone's little weird ideas and
Oh,
Oh no!
now we'll never know.
What was she gonna say?
It looks like she joined. She joined back again immediately.
sorry, I'll stop talking.
Where did you
No,
go?
no.
We lost the cat.
Oh no!
It's monstrous. Hobbit Discord is popping. Yeah, man, the Discord for the event is awesome. So far, that group is amazing to watch. Coming up with all their names and the stuff they want to do there. A bunch of like little sub games they're setting for themselves. It looks like a lot of fun.
I agree. And seeing everyone's little outfits is my favorite.
Right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, seeing everyone here's outfits. I feel like so. For those of you who missed it, I kind of had last minute to try to figure out how to use Streamlabs to put this together. So I'm not at all put together like a human being. I just sat down and I've been furiously typing.
You're a hobbit at heart. It's okay.
I'm a hobbit I am underground currently, so good enough. I will let that be my guide here.
You're the child that really wants to be a part of the fun.
Oh, should be part of it.
He's a big boy.
Poor Bale over there in timeout. I'm trying, Bale.
But especially in the Discord, seeing everyone also come up with like their Hobbit character names and what farthings they're going to be from, it's also made me realize that I am very far behind and I have no idea what my character is going to be yet.
Me neither.
Got plenty of time.
Got plenty of time.
I had this conversation with Maddie recently because we were both. She jumped onto the Discord and she's like, "Did I miss something? Everybody has names and characters and stuff, and I've done nothing." I'm like, "No, they're just really fast.
We're just nerds.
Super nerds." It's good. All right, Bale.
I think you get more ideas when you see the other people going with their little schemes and you say, oh, if they do that, maybe I can do that. And then you can connect with them and say, okay, you are doing this thing. So if I do that, we can, I don't know, mingle together about this specific thing and make everybody connected in some way, like a whole village. I think it's very good.
Okay,
you get
Bale.
inspired by other people.
I'm
Yes.
not to interrupt. Bale, try to speak a thing. I will try to reclaim Jess wherever she just went. It's like herding cats to a lot of you.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes. Potatoes. Potatoes.
Let us know if Bale is still doubling up for whatever reason. And Jess, I found you again. You wayward.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm back. Like we said before, we're just going to be musical chairs this entire stream.
No echo, baby. You're free to talk, Bale.
Yay!
No.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. So Bale, you are the one who has all the fun behind the scenes stuff. Do things.
What?
Impress us. Dance monkey.
Oh man. Let me think. Where do I even want to begin with tonight? I think first off, Kit, thank you so much for hosting this, and thank you for Skilltree for allowing us to all get together to celebrate this and to kind of do this final drive. It's fantastic. I really appreciate it. I know how much of a pain in the butt it can be. So thank you so much for putting this all together. So we have an hour and 45 minutes until we are at the end of the Kickstarter campaign. I am just beyond. I don't even have words for it, frankly. It could be the lack of sleep or it could be the amazement. I think it's a little bit of both. So, but the team has worked amazingly hard. It is not just me, though. There's a big team of people behind this who are able to be there to make this happen. I mean, Kit and Maddie, Holly, Aaron, Mike, Kerrigan, Noah, Marcus, like just to name just like an initial core team, like it's a really fantastic group of people that are going to be all part of making this happen. And at the end of the day, we could take all of the work and do all of this, and we could put the tents and build the sets, and we could do all that work. But it will be you as the players, it'll be you as the hobbits who fill this world out, that actually make it come real, that actually allow this space to feel like truly being in the Shire. So we thank every single one of you for being part of it, and for those who are still getting their tickets, we look forward to going on this adventure with you. So let's have a great time. We've got another hour and 44 minutes. Time is going so slow for me.
That's going fast for me, but I get it.
People are asking,
it's fantastic.
Will any tickets still be available after the campaign is over on Kickstarter? Is 6 p.m. the
We'll have an
hard cutoff?
announcement. Yeah, we'll have an announcement about this after the campaign finishes. Suffice it to say that we understand and we've heard people's feedback about this, and that some people are needing to wait until tomorrow because tomorrow's payday for them, or they're saying, hey, I really could use a fact that a friend of mine wants to join. So we're looking into a way to make this happen, and we're looking forward to making the announcement about this once the campaign is done. But what we will say is that it will not mean that you can just simply grab a ticket and there will be an unlimited amount to finish out that 1800. We will not be continuing to sell beyond a small number after today if we do. Because we've decided to actually cut the event at a shorter amount, around that 900 number, in order to fully be able to commit to ensuring the enjoyment of each player that's attending this first year.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, especially because the logistics of 1,800 people.
Yeah.
1,800 hobbits.
It turns out that's twice as many as 900.
It does. Yeah.
And that's a lot of hobbits. So really excited about it, and we'll have lots to talk about over the next hour and a half as we dive into things. Looking forward to taking questions from the chat and also communicating with everyone here. Who thank you so much to Kiki and Rachel and Jess and Ariel and of course Kit for being here and being part of this. And looking forward to asking questions to you guys and allowing you to ask questions to me and Kit, and for us to to fill out anything that may be lingering in the minds of those who are still waiting to pick up their ticket.
There are 99 minutes left.
99 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
The counts are changing.
So I'm kind of curious, for everyone who does have characters going on, like what kind of gameplay are you? Like, what are your characters? What are you going for?
So my name is still something I'm working on. I think this is the hardest part for me. The character concept is easy. Name for me is where I'm just really getting caught. So let's ignore the name part. Aside from the time that I'll be working throughout the event, which is about 99% of it, the time that I will be able to join in as a character, I'm looking forward to playing a simple chicken farmer. I'm gonna be just a simple poultry man. And a poultry hobbit, and just relax. And I'm on vacation at the festival. My character has no profession or need to do anything other than to have fun and to relax amongst fellow hobbits. And I don't need anything more than that. I think that's the most enjoyable part of my character, is that, if people want to talk about the poultry business, I'm more than happy to fill them and, talk at length about
the poultry business.
I thought about how funny it would be just to randomly be like, that reminds me of chickens, and then just randomly do this, like, just really kind of lay it on thick. But
lay it on.
I think that at the end of just really having a good time being on vacation. My character is on vacation. So lean into that, what does that mean for my character? What are the things he wouldn't do normally that on this trip to the festival he is going to do? And dive into that as much as I'm able to do so.
I so badly want you to be real philosophical too. Like, life is like an egg. It's hard on the outside, but soft and gushy on the end.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
You
come up
seem
with a lot of
like you
wisdom.
work too much. You must be a bit hard boiled. Like really lean into it.
No, good lord.
Going to be frantically Googling chicken facts before the event.
Did you know chickens can fly? Like, really just lean into it.
That's great.
Unprompted too. You have to walk up to groups of people and start
Just
setting up chicken
completely-
eggs.
Also, I thought about maybe I should just have a basket full of hard-boiled eggs that are all painted like really pretty. So like I spend some time like quickly coming up with some cute egg paints, you know, and make these eggs, and then just walk around and be like, egg. I mean, it's just kind of weird and disturbing to be the dude just walking around with a hard-boiled egg, and just be like, it would be kind of
egg in the other.
yeah. I mean that actually sounds like a lovely day. I mean, you joke, but I'm in. I don't
It's
like.
gonna look insane, but it's gonna feel great.
God, I'm not here for your enjoyment. Like this
No,
is
I'm gonna enjoy it too. Trust me. I think it's gonna be great.
yeah. I think the really fun thing is design characters that have something, a quirk about them, an interesting thing, a flaw that makes them remember. Like you're a memorable character. Then it's totally boring to play the character that is just normal. Like, and it is totally fine to play just the normal, but every person, all of us, have something quirky about us that makes us unique. And our characters should try to reflect that as much as we can. And picking something that's fun, that isn't going to be disruptive to other players, is kind of the perfect way to do that.
I agree.
I love
It's
how
also
many
good
people are
for
like, oh, go ahead. No,
role-playing.
please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no.
I was just gonna say it's also good for like role playing of like if you have a small gimmick, you can always like fall back onto it. If
Yeah.
it's like you're not entirely sure, but it's like not something that's overwhelming of like constantly having to be like I must be the brooding hobbit in the corner. It's like no, it should just be something fun.
I've played the brooding character so many times over the years, and I can tell you, it seems super cool until you just look like. Oh, sorry about the police are on the way to get me. I've played the brooding character, and the problem is that players can't sometimes tell between like you as the player being kind of upset and put off by something, or your character because you're just sitting in the corner. You know, like, and you're just angry about something, and you're like, you know, actually, it's, you know, you want someone to come over and ask you, like, hey, what's wrong? You know, because then you can role play with them. But no one wants to come over to you and be like, tell me why you're angry, sir. Like, no, it's like it's not that fun for anybody. So if you're gonna be upset about something, it's this whole thing we talk about in regard to like tell your secrets. So like, it's great to have a character with a secret, but you should be telling that secret, because the secret that nobody knows about is a non-playable aspect to the event. So like, tell some people, let that secret slip, and then allow other people to play with it. In the same way, if you're going to be angry about something, let people know you're angry about the thing in one way or the other in order for them to be allowed to play with that. It gives them an opportunity, and they can just go like, well, that's your problem, and then they can walk away, and that's a completely reasonable thing to do as well. But the cool thing about this event and about being a hobbit is, generally speaking, the world's pretty great. You know, at this point in the Shire, there's very few things you need to worry about other than who has to do the dishes.
That's true.
I love
Whereas
chat,
Tolkien put
by the way.
everyone loved, or everyone was happy, and no one went without, except for those who had to mow the lawn. That was at the end of the Scouring of the Shire.
Well, poor Sam. Or Gaffer, I guess.
It's Gaffer as well, yeah.
Yeah. I'm loving chat here. We got chicken puns aplenty, saying that the chickens can do the brooding for you. Huh? I like that quite a bit.
That's
I like these people.
Yeah.
This is a good group. I've refreshed the chat, or excuse me, the messages on our Discord since I finished my last sentence, and we have 27 messages. So allow me to take care of that. Talk amongst yourselves, and yeah, they're not about chickens. I mean, please don't go send messages about chickens. I really don't have time for this. I will ignore you.
He just needs all of the chicken puns in one place. Maybe to make a little sub for it.
The Discord
Invite
is
them.
a fantastic place for that to happen.
Oh, they're cracking up over these puns. Ha ha ha. These are my people. All right.
Usually during LARPs, the thing that I found really easy when you make a character is, it's not, everybody is different, but for me, like the character, the more simple, and sometimes playing a very stupid character can be very fun and very helpful, because you don't have to think about all the drama in your background, and oh yeah, I have to avenge my brother, and also I have to. But if you play something like simple and focus on one thing, it can make it like a very fun experience, because you have that one thing to keep you afloat, and then all the world around it, you try to make it into this thing, and you can adapt to your environment and the situation that you encounter. And when you see people doing their thing, you're like, how can I make it and connect them with my thing? And so you build your character during the event, and you don't have like to remember very complicated thing from before. Some people like to have very complicated characters, but me, I go with the more simple and fun, and I think this is the perfect option as hobbits.
I think that's very well said.
The simple and fun is nice. A lot of times, I think for me, whenever I'm at like a wildly new place, it's just basically me, but in that world. So I just kind of workshop my own little actual backstory. Like, what do you do for work? It's like, well, it just makes it a lot easier, because any way I would react, that is how character reacts. Perfect. It's lazy, but it works.
Which is why I made you an absolutely destroyed vest.
Yeah. my character is 100% just me. Just like forgetful, super into things, but like will just kind of drift off when you see something shiny in that direction. That is nice and easy.
I'm really excited for, I saw in the Discord people were talking about having like a daily tea time. And now I've got my tea set. Thanks, kid. I can't wait. I'm going to be hosting tea parties up the wazoo.
Up the wazoo. There's
wherever the wazoo is, there's a tea party there now.
There's going to be a tea.
It's right here.
I'm so glad you like it. It'll be fun. I like seeing like a project out in the wild, so it'll be fun to see it and be like, hey, I know you.
Well, you're going to get to use it too, which is going to be great.
Yes, I'm very excited about it.
I'm out of beer.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
That happened very quickly.
We're only 30 minutes into the stream.
I know.
It's going to be a long night, guys.
So German of you.
Well, it's kind of. You only had one.
It's
Yeah, but what time is it?
It's true. It's 10:30.
At
Yeah,
night.
it's a Feiertage today. So or it's a Feiernacht. So it's a beginning of a long holiday weekend here.
Ah.
So it is
Beer time.
It's beer
Before we
o'clock.
jumped on the stream, I did go for a walk through the park, and it was absolutely full of people doing very hobbity things, like relaxing out on blankets and enjoying the sunset while drinking many beers.
Nice.
I just had a thought, Bale. Maybe instead of being a chicken guy, you can be a beer guy. Because at Heinefall, Jess, you might remember him. There was a guy at a LARP who had a barrel on his back. It was like a backpack with like a Gatorade cooler inside, filled with beer, and he just had a straw that he was
awesome.
like offering to people.
I don't think I would do the straw thing, but I think it'd be awesome to have a barrel, like do an actual barrel with a tap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
okay,
cool.
on
And then
your
people
back.
can come over and like you build it around like just literally get a barrel.
That'd be
Oh, boy.
so.
People are gonna be
Don't
stealthily
give me
walking behind you, being like, filling their cups.
Except for it's Kit's character like this, like, trying to not fall over. He's like 19 beers in.
I don't want to lose too much of chat here. Somebody's asked the question: will anybody be recording bits and pieces of the festival? I'll let you jump in on that one.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to have a media team on site who will be capturing the festival in a cinematic format that people will be able to watch afterward, as well as some of the behind the scenes, as well as, I believe, each of the content creators who is joining us tonight, Kit and Maddie, Kiki, Rachel, Ariel, Jess, they're all going to be producing their own content around the event that they're going to be able to show all of you at the end of the event. So keep an eye for all of their channels about their experiences. Yeah, we're excited to see everyone's perspectives throughout the experience.
We just got a Glambot question mark. I think I know who that is.
Oh.
Ben, get out of the chat, Ben.
Ben, get out of the chat.
Ben, get out of the chat. We know exactly who that is.
We're working
those
on
of you who
fun
know
stuff
what a
for you
glam-
guys.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, for those of you who know what a glambot is, keep an eye out. We got some stuff. We're working on.
Yeah, some of the
Hobbit
folks were working in the
Grandpa would
background.
go
are great.
crazy.
I think somebody else asked a question that I did want to address because it is, for some, I'd imagine, an important one. They want to know when it ends, like how soon after it ends do they get charged for the ticket? Because I know it doesn't actually charge until the end of the Kickstarter, right?
I would check the terms and conditions on Kickstarter. I'm not sure what it currently is because I know that it does shift. Like there are some different criteria to it. So Google.
Jujul.
Use the Jujul.
Use the Jujul. Cool.
Someone else asked, is other recording prohibited?
Good question. It is prohibited. Cell phones, GoPros, cameras will not be permitted by players who are not media cleared. There's an entire training. There's also there's a training, there's a certification, and there's also a process of approval related to content that's created around the event to ensure the utmost degree of propriety and safety for players. It's really important for us as an organization to ensure that everyone who attends our event is presented in a positive light. We as an organization are very happy to make fun of ourselves and goof off and have a good time. But for players, we want everyone to feel like they were part of something special, and the moments that they had there were ones that they can have positive memories for in the future, and not capture them in the middle of a sneeze and put that on the internet. Unless they want to be. I mean, maybe that's their character's thing.
It's just hard sneezing.
It's just a hobbit with a lot of allergies. It would be kind of funny to be a hobbit with hay fever.
That would be fun. Just sneezing the whole time.
You're just
That's
out
your
in the
stick.
field. Somebody asked where in the Shire is taking place. If you want to jump in there with us.
Yeah, so if you open up a map of the Shire and you look for Deep Hollow, it's going to be near Deep Hollow and Rushy, not far from the border of the south and east farthings, along the banks of the Brandywine.
Very cool. So we started a thing, and now people want it to continue. So more characters. I wonder if, Rachel, you want to jump in, or do you have a concept at all yet, or?
I don't yet. Well, sort of. Essentially, I'm kind of like you, where I feel like since this is my first LARP, I'm going to stick with kind of my own personality, maybe like a little bit more exaggerated. But I don't know yet. I think either I want her to be like some sort of knick-knack seller or trinket collector or something, or maybe like an artist who goes around sketching things. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of like a cute, like interactive kind of thing to do.
A chronicler.
Yeah.
Chronicler.
Or something.
That is fun.
Little newspaper.
I'll be constantly trying to sell you knickknacks. I'm going to be doing a Matham Hunter. So I'm like, found this thing.
Oh,
like, okay.
Matham Hunter, what a cool concept.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a Matham Hunter.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
But he's going to be horrible.
Oh,
like,
that's
people will just have their cups on the table. He's like, are you using this? Can I just, thank you.
so great. That's going to be so much fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's essential. I don't have like a name picked out or anything yet, but I think it's just going to be me as a person, a trinket.
I mean, I kind of pull it off anyways. I think that works.
Yeah.
I just got shoulder.
It works.
It works.
Yeah. It's not broken.
Is there a Hobbit Gazette or
Yeah, right.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
the local gossip?
Well, I think there's probably a local gossip rag. I think that's definitely something that
right?
would I mean, I'll have to do the lore check on that, but I'm gonna guess that's probably a doable thing.
That sounds awesome.
I want to hear about the Merry Mending Shop.
Yeah,
the Merry Mender.
Yeah, so the idea is that since I'm going to be doing a few classes and work, I'm going to be doing classes before the events with people bringing their projects to the festival, and I can help them with that, but like not in game already. But when the event starts actually in game, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but like more Hobbit things. And I'm thinking of giving quests relating to sewing and quilting, and but very much, yeah, but very much, yeah, in a Hobbit way. But so not too complicated, not too like technical, but still fitting for the ambiance. So that's what I'm going for.
So smart.
I don't know if I'm gonna have it like a shop, or if I'm going to be like maybe I don't know, a cart, a traveling. I don't know. I'm working on it. I was thinking of like the inspiration would be like a Hobbit Edna mode, you know?
Yeah.
Like, doing that. No.
No capes.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I'm still beginning on it, but it should be fun. I think. I hope.
I love that.
I think it's going to be fantastic. And the fact that you're going to be helping players, and like the whole name of it being the Merry Mender, like helping players with broken costume pieces. And like, I think that's one of the coolest things about it is when we talked about this initial idea and we kind of came up with this, or you came up with this, and then it was kind of oh my God, this is perfect, is, you know, at conventions and at LARP events all around the world, it's kind of a regular thing that people run into that problem of costumes breaking and then not having a way to be able to solve that. And with the Merry Mender, it provides players with the opportunity to make that part of the experience. Oh no, my whatever broke. Let's go find the Merry Mender, and you know, and work out how to get that fixed and come up with cool solutions to solving it, and make that the costume malfunction be part of the character's story now.
And like an in-game part instead of like, oh, I need to leave to like fix this.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I can also fix actual problem, like a ripped seam or I don't know, not socks. Please, no socks.
Oh, we're hobbits. We don't need them anyway.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for the moment where like I'll walk by when you're just opening it up and it's all cute and everything, and then I walk by again and you have so much clothing and people like a line standing out there. It's gonna be great.
I will probably get paid in cheese. We'll see.
Oh, that's a good payment though.
That's how you incorporate
In American cheese.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not. No, I'll find something.
Yeah.
It's gonna look like my house in Skyrim. There's just wheels of cheese everywhere in the back.
Jess, do you have your character yet?
Oh, not a clue. I just know I'm kind of going the route of I want to be a little bit different than how I normally am, so I kind of want to go with a more devious route. Like, I know that we keep on talking about, how do I become a disturber of the peace?
Yeah.
So I would love to like work out maybe with some like people beforehand of maybe it's like with hobbits, it's like known of like, oh, someone nicked my spoons or something like that. Maybe I could have just a roll of like a comical amount of spoons that people are like trying to get back from me.
Oh boy. So we have had big discussions on this exact topic around burglary in regard to player versus player interaction. And it is an area where you have to be very careful because people can kind of misunderstand the intent of this kind of mechanic in a game. And we wanted to allow people to have this mischievous end. And it's funny you bring up spoons. So this was actually a meeting last night. For me, it was like midnight-ish. We had a plot meeting around, and keep in mind, we're going to have a lot more information about this. So just don't get too excited. Let us finish the concept and make sure it's all in writing. But the idea being that you will find your way to let's just say there's a single gentleman that will be at the festival, and he's probably not going to be particularly advertised, but he is a mischievous kind of gentleman. He enjoys mischievous activities, and he will have a table with tons and tons of wooden spoons, and each of those will have a little ribbon connected to it. And you may enter into a game over the course of the festival in which you enter into the spoon game, where you hang a spoon from a piece of clothing, a belt or a pack or something, and each night you turn in your spoon for points for the 4 Farthings games. And each day you come back and collect more spoons, and whoever can steal the most spoons from each other over the course of the weekend gets something special.
I love that.
So there is...
What'd you do?
Police, I swear, we're not stealing spoons.
It's good timing.
It's all role play.
Coming for us. Swear, coppers. Yeah, so there will be this fantastic burglary spoon fun game, and we're still working out all the details on how it'll work and the mechanics involved that allow it to kind of work the way that we intend, but we do want to have this kind of fun metagame element that players can get involved in. And yeah, and it's something that you can have fun with, and characters, for instance, like Jess's character, will probably find themselves pulled into that, and who knows, maybe that's just the beginning of a much larger series of things you can find after you start being mischievous.
The spoon mafia.
I like that.
The spoon mafia.
Spoon mafia.
You're looking for spoons.
Hey, you want a spoon?
Yeah, they need a trench
A
coat.
little trench coat just clinking as they walk. Those spoons everywhere. You got cheese? I got spoons. Someone asked the question if is it necessary to buy a ticket after applying and waiting to hear back on a vendor permit? So I guess their order of operations. Do you have to buy a ticket to be a vendor, or if you're going to be a vendor, do you also have to buy a ticket?
Yeah, great question. So if you have a ticket for the event and you get selected as one of being the vendor or being one of the vendors for the event, we will refund your ticket. So if you want to attend regardless, make sure that you have a ticket within the next 75 minutes. And then yes, if you don't get selected, you're able to still attend and have a great time, and if you are selected, then we will refund your ticket.
Oh, so there's an addendum to that too. So for people who would like to be vendors but want to be there either way, should they buy a ticket now, and then will they be able to buy a ticket later if the vendor application is denied? So like what you just said, just buy the ticket anyways. If they become a vendor, it'll just get comped. So yeah, that'll answer your question. Ali, buy the ticket now to be safe, and then if you become the vendor, your ticket will be comped if you want to be there either way.
There you go.
All right, it's come up a few times,
Yeah, I think
so I want to make sure I read it correctly.
Yeah, let's try to grab some comments in the chat. I'll go ahead and try to keep an eye on it and grab a few as they pop up.
Yeah, another one here is how much of a time/inventory commitment is it to be a craft goods vendor?
So there's two kinds of vendors that are going to exist within the event. There's going to
Gross.
be in-game vendors that are specifically a barter. So they're going to be presenting goods to players for other in-game goods, right? They're not going to be doing transaction for real-world monetary value.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, this is a character choice. You know, this is how much time do you want to invest? How much stock do you want to bring with you? It's always a great idea to post your ideas in our character creation threads or forum area on the Discord, so that we can kind of see what the concept is, just give you ideas or help you suggestions. If you are intending to sell something for actual money, you will need to file as a vendor, and then you can be reviewed and approved or denied depending on kind of a series of criteria.
Cool. Someone asked if I could make you a trophy for the spoon game.
That would be cute.
A
giant golden spoon.
I would say toss us a ticket in the Discord, letting us know the idea you have for the trophy for the spoon game. We're happy to take a look at your idea.
I want to be
Another
a
question
pin with
that
just
came
the
up.
tiniest spoon, just a little bitty baby.
A little spoon
Another question
pin.
that came up is the vendor in game, or is the vendor in game? How will transactions be handled? Can I accept Square payment? So vendors that are at the event, so verified vendors at the event, if you happen to be able to have cell reception, Square is totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
But reception can be kind of shoddy, so we're advising people to bring cash.
Mm-hmm. That does follow up with another question that was just posted. What exactly will in-game currency be used for? On the Discord, we're a bit confused as we learned that the food vendors would likely require real, dollars.
literally the limit is your imagination. I can tell you that there is a group of people who are looking forward to doing a little bit of betting around the Four Farthings games. There will be, like, as we've already seen in the chat, people who want to present characters who are doing trades for goods. They're going to want to do so in in-game currency. And there's also just the fact that we will have in-game opportunities through NPCs to use that currency.
Yeah, most of the games I played in, the currency ends up being like its own sub gameplay with the whole player base, where you're just sending people off to do jobs for each other or stealing or gambling.
Yep,
it's always fun.
Yep.
Someone else asked, how often will the farmers market be on site? One day?
Can't say just yet, as we're still working out with local government and politicians, or local government and permits around the process of having the farmers market on site. Once we're able to sort that out and everything is cleared, then we'll be able to give you more information about when and how that will be set up.
Somebody did ask an interesting question about if you want to have an in-game like power somewhere, can they put like a little solar panel behind their tent or something?
If you're in the out-of-game tenting area, a solar panel is completely acceptable. And if you have a friend who is in the out-of-game area who is okay with you setting one up in their camp area, also totally fine. For out-of-game tenting, that is. In-game, no, we will not have solar. We won't allow solar panels to be set up on tents or next to tents, as that is an element of the real world which will be disruptive to the play.
I did see someone else asked how many bodies are allowed to be vending in the tent.
That is an interesting question and phrasing.
Are we vending the bodies?
No. That's what I was thinking.
Like how many helpers can they have in the tent when they're vending?
If they are a vendor that is approved, they will be allowed to have the vendor and an assistant. Unless the concept for your vending is like a larger company presiding over a lot of product, then we will be able to work with you on that. It's a case-by-case basis.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked a question that I know is near and dear to your heart. Regarding power, they need a CPAP machine for sleeping. How will they be able to do that?
Boy, I may have mine by then, so I totally understand. That's a great question. As a fellow lumberjack, sawing wood all night, we're working on a process to be able to kind of hopefully offer something for those who need medical devices to be running on electricity overnight. It's something we're aware of. We have members of the team who also are going to need this, and we're going to try our best to be able to make this available. There's no promises, though, as the whole point of the location for this event is its natural beauty and its kind of removal from modern amenities. We're bringing in and offering a lot of things that make the event work and run well, but some things are a little more complicated, and one of those things is power available for just anybody who needs it.
Mm-hmm. Will I look at other things to ask questions? I don't know if y'all have anything else you want to discuss.
Will the camping guide go over what types of tents are allowed in in-game areas? Absolutely. We'll have a breakdown of what kinds of tents are acceptable, what kind of materials are going to be acceptable, and what kinds of sizes are going to be acceptable. You can't, for instance, bring like a 20 by 30 marquee tent unless you have like a bunch of people who are staying in it, and then it might actually be doable. But case-by-case basis, when it comes to situations like that, generally speaking, we will give you an idea of what is the size capacity per person, or however many people are in a tent, how large that tent can be.
Yeah. I love this. There's already people in the Discord who are volunteering space in their out-of-game campsites for like solar panels and stuff to be able to plug in.
So nice.
Such a good community. Yeah, that's awesome.
So great.
Yeah. Somebody else asking about refrigeration for medication. Be on the...
We will be working on a solution for this. Absolutely.
Cool.
I just checked the Kickstarter. It's at 994 backers.
Really?
Woo!
So yeah, I gotta check it too.
448,721 994 backers with 67 minutes to go, and I'm going to start running some numbers so that we can know when we pass, because it seems like we will pass that 900 if we continue on the track that we currently are.
That's so cool.
That's
Let me look at it here. Oof. That's awesome. I'm so excited. So many people are going to be joining us. A little terrified, but I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm not terrified. I think it's I'm like I've said this to Kit actually quite a few times.
Oh no, it's just me here now. Give me 1 second. Everybody hold on. You all just jumped away.
5 years.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Yay.
You're back. I'm bringing y'all back. Revivification. Yes, I did it. We're back. Record time.
Okay.
Continue.
That was pretty good. You're getting good at this now. We've been developing events and running events for 25 years, but this is our first time we've ever done anything on Kickstarter. So the scariest part for all of this for us has been Kickstarter. The rest of the stuff is stuff that we're pretty familiar with. I mean, obviously this is a new location for us, so there's always the process of logistics and planning, but 25 years of LARP, we've been able to learn a lot in that process and develop a lot of plans that help us to be able to produce events that feel cohesive and enjoyable. I know Ariel has attended Conquest multiple times over the years, so has Kit and Maddie, and they've kind of seen the level of quality that we always are pushing for, and we're always trying to push beyond.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. If you want to have an idea of how it's going to look like on the concept, you can look at pictures of these kind of events and how the people are making so much effort to have everything in game and make sure that it looks nice, and they want to participate as much as they can to make sure that everything looks amazing and that you feel that you are in another world. I was amazed to see 14,000 people, and I don't think I've ever seen a plastic bottle. It's amazing. It's amazing how much effort they put in that, and it's a lot of the appeal.
Absolutely, it's part of what makes the world feel genuine and grounded, is when people take the effort to do the small things.
It's also what makes it extremely sad to leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, plastic bottles. I haven't seen one.
Post-game slump is a thing. Like when you're done, you're just like, oh, I'm just in the real world now, huh? That's
yeah, it really can be.
It takes a few days of just
Well, we actually do something called post-event paneling and post-event group sessions where we get everyone together into Discord calls, we invite people into different things, and we just check in on each other, because after having such an amazing time, sometimes you just need to talk to your buddies that you had a great time with.
True.
Somebody had a good question about their tent. So I heard there may be a way to upgrade a tent if you got the unfurnished, like something with minimal furnishings. Is there a way to do that, to upgrade the tent? Or
so all tents, when you get the Traveler's package, are inherently unfurnished, and then middle of May we'll be putting up all of the tent furnishings that will be available, the different packages that will be available. We'll be putting those up on Berkshire.com. We'll have a special area of the store where you're able to purchase one of these and one of these rental packages, and then that one is yours for the event, and we'll issue you information about it and collect information about what arrangements you need, and then when you arrive, it'll be set up and ready for you. Keep in mind, though, there are a limited amount of furnishings available. We do not have unlimited furnishings for everyone. It will be a first-come, first-served situation. We will have basic furnishings and premium furnishings. Basics furnishings will be things like cots and sleeping bags and pillows, and the more premium ones will be memory foam mattresses and rugs and nightstands and luggage racks and duvets.
Yeah, those kits are nuts. They look so good. Really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
The idea of having a memory foam mattress at
Right?
LARP is wild.
Especially because you're a hobbit, you know, you got to prioritize comfort.
According to what I'm seeing here, there's one traveler package that became available in the last couple seconds. So there's one tent rental spot left.
Yay!
I'm seeing that currently, but it could already be gone as I'm saying this. So if you're interested, go give it a last look.
Somebody asked, will any rental package include a mirror?
Not that I'm aware of, but I mean, might be something that we could acquiesce.
Yeah. Well, actually, that brings up like
realize I needed
yeah.
when I went to my first LARP.
That brings up the bathroom shower situation, right? Like each one of those will have places to get ready and all that.
Yes, we will have showers, so it's individual shower stalls. So it's like a big trailer, and there's a bunch of doors where you go into your own shower stall, and in there is a sink, and a mirror, and a shower.
Nice.
You were saying it is your first LARP, Kiki, and is it the first LARP for every other people, or like what is expected for people who've never done that before?
This will be my fourth LARP, I think, but I think it's Rachel's
My first one.
Oh, yeah. First one. So how do you feel about it? Your first LARP?
Nervous. But I mean, I mostly would be nervous about like staying in character and I don't know, being good at improv, I guess, is my concern, because I'm very much a person who needs to like process and think of things before I respond or do anything. So I feel like that's what I'm mostly nervous about. But again, I think if I just kind of play myself, it's going to help ease me into it. And then, you know, some other LARP I can choose to go full in and develop like a whole different personality. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely in the right place for this. And I think with the pre-event workshops that we do both through the Discord, through PDFs, and through the pre-event on Wednesday, yeah, I think it's going to be great. I think, you know, this is the perfect event for someone who's never LARPed before. So I think it's going to be really great.
For sure.
Especially because you pretty much are a hobbit anyway.
Yeah.
And like, since this one is just in the Shire, it's like most LARPs are very like world building, which is very cool, where you get politics and kingdoms and fighting. But this time it's just the Shire.
Right, yeah.
We're just hobbits.
Yeah.
Just the Shire? Just hobbits?
I'm so sorry. I'll leave. And then it's like, it's not a bunch of kingdoms that they keep track of who were alliance, what faction.
Yeah, that's very true.
You're kidding me? It's even worse in the who made the best pie last summer, like who hasn't taken care of their lawn.
Have you heard the gossip?
It actually might be more brutal. I take it all back.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, how will the tents be arranged around cooking fires?
Yeah, that'll come into our camping guide. So yeah, it'll be set up to where there's a number of different cooking fire areas. So there'll be like long trough campfires, basically, that are going to have different areas where you can kind of put your cooking implements down on hot coals to be able to cook as you wish. And we're going to have a number of them separated out throughout different areas of the in-game camping, and as well as the out-of-game camping area. But out-of-game camping, you can also bring a grill.
True. That would be great. Grill it up over there.
Yeah, we'll have more information about exactly what you can and can't bring in the camping guide.
I getcha. And Jess loves just.
We lost a Jess.
I know, she loves just jumping out. We'll see what come back in.
The cat herding. It never ends.
I'm just over here trying my best.
We are officially 1 hour, 60 minutes.
Oh man, so exciting.
It's the final countdown.
I think. I think it was a good question though, since it is a lot of people's first time LARPing. For everyone who is more experienced, like remembering that first time LARPing. I know for me, like I am, despite being here on camera and stuff, it's way different to stare into the dead shark eye of a camera than it is to like try to be a person in front of other people. In case you can't tell, I'm awkward. So like my hands were shaking, I was freaking out, but I think because everybody else is in character, it almost feels the opposite. It feels like you're weird if you break their immersion, right? So you kind of almost immediately get right into it, and I was terrified. Within 10 minutes, I was spying on a conversation and like whispering in someone's ears what I heard. Like it happened so fast. It's weird. And then
you pulled right into it.
Wow, she jumped out again. She does not like hanging out.
She don't like us.
You're killing me.
And also, I think not everybody is just performing constantly. You're not completely a different person and a role. Some people manage to do that, but most people, it's a mix of themselves with sprinkle the vibe of the new character they want to perform. That's why I say play something that is dumb or simple, or have like one thing that is yours, and then it will like mold like clay. It will like come together with the situation, how you vibe with the idea that you have. So yeah, you're not completely a different person, you're just yourself, but habit.
And I think one of the things that I find so enjoyable is also like finding your tribe, like finding your people. Like it's so enjoyable to, before an event, get to know some people, and just a little group. Like you don't need to have 100 people, just have 2, just have 3, you know, and like enjoy the fun of interacting with your friends, where you're not feeling like you're role playing. You're just going on an adventure together and interacting with what happens in front of you. And if you want to go into each other's backstories or all of that, for me, with most of the friends that I LARP with, we read each other's backstories once and forgot it, just like in real life. I don't remember what you told me about your cousin, sister's aunt. I don't remember.
You just
real
politely
life
went,
Like,
wow.
It's the same thing. So in game, they'll be
great.
like, yeah, I told you this, and I'll be like, you did? Like, I don't. Just like in real life, I'm not going to remember that stuff in most cases. And in game, then it allows us to just be friends, just like we are in real life. And I think that's the best part, is we just go have that adventure together. And finding a few people to have that adventure with is fantastic. And the best part is, if you haven't met those people before you arrive, you'll meet them when you get there.
I also think that LARP is like, people are scared to go to a LARP by themselves, but in reality, it's probably the best place to go by yourself, because everyone who's there wants to do the same thing as you. So it's really easy to find people who are also, you know, either by themselves or just with one other person, and you kind of like form your own little group. I spent my entire first LARP with 3 strangers for 7 days, and now we talk all the time. Like, it's the best place to meet people, especially if you are nervous about going by yourself.
Yeah, there are 2 questions that are kind of related, and I also want to touch on another thing on it too.
Are at 809.
Oh, that's the number in which Bale shuts down.
Oh, it was too powerful.
It's like 809.
Plug him back in.
Plug it back.
What does TikTok say in return to us? Wind me up.
Yeah, it's man, the question I had was for him too. Oh, there he goes. All right, let me see if I it's good though. If he disappears, it's like getting the poison out of the wound. He disappears, that means he can come back again. Huzzah! Hi.
Just make up an answer. It'll be fine.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think you guys caught that, but I was literally, as I disappeared, I was saying, I ran the numbers on how many tickets we currently have. We are at 898.
It was such a powerful number, it zapped you out.
Yeah, you're like, ooh.
We are literally 2 tickets away from 900 tickets.
Yay!
That's amazing.
So 2 tickets away from. We are 2 tickets away from unlocking the Fear in the Forest quest line and NPC and plot story, which is going to be so much fun.
I'm just thinking about what an absolute S show the Olympics basically are going to be. Like the games with that many people.
Oh yeah, the 4 Farthings games.
The 4 Farthings games. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what mayhem that is. I want to see just a row of people potato sack racing.
Barrel racing, potato sack racing, tug of war,
fishing,
the riddle relay. the King of Cups, which is not the other King of Cups. We have our own version of King of Cups. So like I think there's one. There's a number of different very exciting games that are going to be played that are both folk games but also very hobbity games that are uniquely Hobbit.
I'm stupidly excited about that. As I was saying before, though, there's a few questions that were asked that are kind of interconnected, and I want to loop it in too with a call for bards that I think we should talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but people are asking just about like where do you volunteer for things? What's the best place to reach out to see if you can either volunteer or teach a class as well, like hold a workshop or something.
Yeah. So there are 2 updates if you go into the Kickstarter and go to updates. Gesundheit.
Oh, she dropped something and destroyed everything. Hold on, I gotta bring you all back. I don't know why. Y'all, I don't know why Streamlabs keeps just randomly booting them. I promise you I'm not touching things. So Bale should be back. He's in a different window now. I'm gonna bring everyone back. Yep. I don't care where they are. They're going to be in different windows. We're doing a random musical chairs now. There we go. Hey, everybody's back. Continue, Bale.
That is amazing.
I don't know why randomly I don't touch anything. I swear. Streamlabs is just like, be gone.
What I'm saying is amazing is how quickly you managed to recover from it. It's just like, okay, we're back.
I practiced so many times. All I did today was try to learn Streamlabs, and anytime something happened, I was like, fix it, please don't.
That's great.
Continue.
What we were talking about, I lost my train of thought.
The games.
The also like volunteer, vendor, and then
volunteer.
Yes. Call for bards.
If you jump over to our Kickstarter, which I hope you're on and currently purchasing a ticket. If you go to the updates, you will find there a call for bards and performers and a merchant and vendor application. You can fill out both of those. The volunteer form will go out to all ticket holders beginning the middle end of May, where we'll be going through and putting an application out for those who want to be part of the volunteer team. And then we'll have another one that goes out related to playmakers and NPCs. So those who would like to play a character that we design with you that has a role toward helping to develop the world and direct play.
Yeah. And then possibly holding a workshop. And then also I think we should get into the call for bards because that is necessary.
Yes. So workshops, I would ask you to go ahead and go into the Discord and submit a help desk ticket and let us know what kind of workshop you're interested in putting together. Pre-event or in-game or pre-event, like on the Discord, whatever it happens to be. You can let us know. We'll go over and review it, and then we'll let you know if it's something we feel like would make sense for us to have and that we'd like to have, and then we'll go from there. Case-by-case basis.
Bards.
Yes, call for bards. Call for bards is the call for bards and performers, as I said, is in the updates. We're looking for traditional Irish, Welsh, English, and Scottish folk musicians who will be interested in not just coming and playing as part of perhaps a group, but also enjoy playing in traditional open plays and trad jams, and also just being an ambient musician at the event. We are, for singular musicians, you play an instrument and are kind of good at just kind of performing as an ambient element of the event. We actually offer free tickets for these folks, and if you already have a ticket, find a way to compensate you for your time there, or comp your ticket, and make that an option where you're able to be there and to be part of the experience and provide that for players. And if you're a band, please go ahead and fill that out, submit the information so we can get a hold of you. We're very interested. We're looking for a series of bands to headline for each day.
I like the thought of now there's going to be just a bunch in the Discord being like, let's become a band. I play this thing.
Do it. If we get a band that it's built because of this, oh man, that'd be amazing.
So cool.
I would love that. Would love that.
Like the Shire 4 or something. I mean, awesome. I think it'd be cool. Let me see if other people have jumped in here. People keep giving me heck saying I'm just like elbowing the. I promise I'm not touching things, guys. I'm trying my best. I'm gonna keep my hands above the board here.
You're doing great.
Thank you. People are saying like juggers, fire spinners, things like that as well. Are you thinking of?
Absolutely. Yes.
Cool.
Fire breathers, spinners, general, jugglers and performers. All of that. It's all fantastic. We're looking for all of it, and we'd love to hear what you could potentially bring and see if you could fit into the story of the Brandywine Festival.
I'm sorry, I'm so behind with the cool kids over in the Discord. They're like, "Are you kidding? There's already an area for music in the Discord." So, whatever. Okay.
Clearly, we are way behind.
Way behind. I feel like I will always be way behind on the Discord. Every time I turn it on, they've all come up with 1,000 other ideas. I'm like, oh, I gotta try to catch up.
The power of 900 hobbits.
Right? 900 hobbits in a trench coat.
That's a tall hobbit.
That's it.
Full of spoons.
A lot of spoons.
That's a lot of spoons.
Someone asked about fireworks.
Oh yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh yeah. No, you can't just leave it at that, because oh yeah can cover anything from like you can set them off in your tents. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. That's a very, very good point. Players may not bring or set off fireworks on the premises of the event during the period from the 5th through the 13th of October 2025 under any circumstances, both accidental or purposeful.
Wow.
That was, you've been grilled.
Boy, welcome to Media Training 101. Please don't do this. Don't. I don't want to have to ask you to go home. But there will be fireworks.
That's
Cool.
well past the disturber of the peace.
Yeah, it really is.
Well.
That's Hobbit jail.
You won't be doing the dishes. You'll be doing the drive home.
Yeah.
Somebody busted out the Shire Choir, and now I feel like it has to happen.
Oh my
That's so good.
Aww.
That's really
That's
good.
a pretty great idea.
That's a pretty good one. I want the Shire Choir, but I want it to be terrible. Like they're just trying their best.
It's just, just so bad.
There's just the one in the front who's trying to keep time, but their rhythm is awful, and everybody's trying to keep up.
It's just offensive to everyone in the vicinity.
Everyone's like,
They pay them to
choir I
stop.
can join.
Yeah, it's that could be a way you get your competitive advantage in the 4 Farthings game. You just send them to other Farthings. You pay them. You're like, go to the south. I need you to
disrupt them.
disrupt them. I love this thing.
We are still sitting at 898.
Ooh, it's a tease. Everyone call your friends. I need a whole number. You're killing me.
We're not trying to peer pressure you, but
Start buying for people.
Maybe just a little.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, this is. There's so many questions in the messages. Oh my god, there's just so many.
People are asking the dimensions of the 3-person tent. I guess what are the tent dimensions in general? The tent dimension.
Tent dimensions, I believe, are 5 meter by 5 meter.
Cool.
How much is that in America?
In freedom units.
In freedom units.
5 yards by 5 yards. Just go with that.
Oh gosh.
I know someone said the last Thane package is still available.
It is. There's one last Thane package, and man, I'm loving the communication we've had with those who have the Thane package, because basically all of them are a group of friends coming together to where one person buys a Thane package, each person buys their ticket, and then they're all going to be having that big communal tent together.
Like
it's
mansion.
a larger tent. Yeah, and
so
it's like
cool.
tons of like all the beds, like everyone's got their own memory foam mattress and like lighting and rugs and decoration and stuff. So it's going to be really kind of, for them, it's going to be just an awesome experience. I'm really excited. And not to mention, we go ahead and provide them with a custom quest experience
That's so
that
cool.
happens one of the days that is designed after surveys that we have with the people that are going to be interacting. So we found out what is the things that you would like to have. One of the questions we had was, will these quests be things that are not going to be available to other players? And the answer is no to that. So any player has the opportunity to experience anything that can be provided at the event. The only difference with what we're providing with the Thane or with the Adventures package is that we're going to be working with the people who have that to try to design something that ensures they experience one of the things that's on their bucket list. That does not mean that other players are not going to be able to experience that exact same thing for themselves. They're just going to need to go create it or find it. The difference being, this is like a, hey, this is my bucket list thing, and I just want to make sure that I get to have this moment.
That's so cool.
So
I love
within
that.
reason, I can't give you like everything, but there are a lot of things that we can create together.
Can you make magic real, please?
When
Let me get on that.
Can I set
let me
my
let
own
you know.
fireworks?
Great.
We'll do the magic.
The quest is the quest is, can I set my own fireworks off? Yeah.
So Wisty Fish said they were going to buy a ticket. Wisty Fish, so excited to play. Then somebody said something that makes me have a question. They said, "Thane it up, join the Thanes, Thane it hard." I'm now curious. Is there going to be like a Thanes quarter where there's like just large tents? Okay, they're going to be dispersed throughout.
They'll be
The
mixed
rich
and
hobbit
dispersed
section.
out. No.
Yeah.
There will be no classism amongst the hobbits at this event. This is
Okay,
not,
great.
this is not the space for it.
That would be funny though. Just like, oh, they're from the Thanes quarter. I feel like all the gossip
We're
would
not
be
doing that.
towards that direction.
No, we don't want this. We don't want this.
We don't want this.
Those tents are amazing though.
They are really nice.
They're really nice.
Someone asked, can you speak towards the difficulty of providing equal adventure opportunities to so many people? Which I think that's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find them.
They do it for 14,000 people in Germany. This is like piece of cake.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier with 898 people. Would be even easier at 900 people, because then I would be able to unlock another quest line. Yeah. So the process of designing for an event of this scale is basically a process of starting with really large ideas. So these are big, large kind of plot concepts that are very sandbox. The idea that the player is able to organically find their way into it and then interact with it repeatedly over the course of the event in different ways, so that the story slowly develops by those interactions and players taking part in playing a role. And that develops over time. Do we lose a person as we gained a person? Oh, no.
I'm doing it. I'm plugging up all the holes. I'm getting here.
So it's just you. It's
what
you in a boat with just holes popping up. You're just sticking holes.
I'm trying my best.
Canonically, it's all of us just falling off the boat.
Yeah. So the idea is that we start with these very wide concepts, and we design around the idea that these are narrative elements that players are able to interact with regularly. And then we start to define down smaller and smaller and smaller as we get closer and closer to the event, until we're a couple of weeks out from the event and we're sending out NPC packets to NPCs that have already agreed to be playing certain roles, and we start to define those individual roles. And what ends up happening is that you as a player are only ever really interacting with a singular person in front of you. And although the large story concept as a whole is designed from the kind of the largest points down, so micro to macro and vice versa throughout this process, it allows us to then basically allow it so that you, by way of just interacting with other players and NPCs, find your way into different shenanigans and mischief. But this only plays basically half of what the event truly is, because the other half is that we offer the sandbox so that you can also be part of the process of co-creating with us. So when Ariel's talking about an event where we have tens of thousands of players on site, a huge portion of that is also co-created through us giving the tools and access to information and ability for other players to be able to create cool experiences for each other in that process, by hooking into those plot elements and deciding we want to do this thing, and then coming to us and say, hey, we really want to present this opportunity of play for others. And sometimes this takes part in what we call round robining, where we'll get a group of people together and say, hey, I really want to create a group, like a small quest with my friends for that group of players who look like they're having a ton of fun, and they see them on the Discord and they come to us and they say, hey, can we work on this? And then we look over the idea they might have and help them to guide it, and then they as players effectively become NPCs for the other person's experiences, providing them something that is so organically unique because it's created with them in mind. And when this happens and everyone's thinking about developing experiences and stories that interact with others, the kind of the culmination of it is greater than the sum of its parts, because the critical mass is reached by way of a sense of community, not by a sense of mechanic. And that truly is where things get powerful and where events stop being just, hey, look, I show up to this thing and I ride the ride.
Right.
That's not truly what makes an event fantastic. Coming and just showing up to ride the ride that is the event is really going to lose a huge portion of the opportunity you're going to have in experiencing that world to the fullest.
Yeah, I love that, and I love how much in these events it is very much player made. So while you're thinking of think of things you might want to do for a game too for other people to help lift that. That's really fun. But a lot of people are saying ticket count. Did we do it? Are we at? People are counting it out and saying we hit.
I was just talking. Now I got to do some math.
Do the math.
So give me a couple minutes here, and I'm gonna do some math. Let's see if we hit it.
Next time we do a Streamlabs like this, I want to get that little the meme with all the math and just lay it over Bale while he's doing things. Just little.
It's probably not a bad idea because that's what I feel like in my brain right now. It's just two hamsters running on a wheel as fast as they can.
They're doing it.
Oh, the baby showed up.
Oh, hey.
She has decided I am worthy.
Yay.
Wait, I'm looking at numbers. I want to see.
No.
Okay, back to the numbers.
Back to the numbers.
Back
Do
to
the numbers, number boy. People are like, confirm my count. Math the math. Focus.
Yes, my lord.
The little abacus is out. All right, let's see.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I gotta run these through.
Okay. I've been trying to learn how to use an abacus, by the way. I want to bring it to a lot.
You
at some
have
point.
one? Use one in school?
I have one. No, I didn't use one in school. I bought one specifically to try to learn how to use it. So I've been playing with it at night, being like, okay, let's math this math. I would love to be some sort of in-world vendor at some point and just that will be this. Even stupid math that does not need it. They would like, you have 2 apples. I take one away. I'm like, all right, hold on a moment. 1.
Wow.
I'm wondering in the chat for people who haven't LARPed ever, what are you expecting, or what would you want this event to be? What is your, I don't know, apprehension? Maybe do you fear something about doing LARP for the first time? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are scared of this, and when you've done it once, it's like, oh, this is not as scary as it is. But I know that it is scary at first. So I was wondering if something what is your opinion on LARP for people who haven't done that in the chat? Do you?
I think that's a good question.
Yeah. Or here in the for your first time, or if it's your first time, what are you scared about?
Tell us your fears or we prey upon you.
Or excited? No, not fears. But what is?
Only fear is cooking on the fire.
That is a legitimate skill. We did a soup competition at one thing, and some people were like, I've been trying for hours to get this soup pot hot enough. Just where you place it next to the fire. Other people, it's way too close to the fire, so it's burning everything. It is a skill to play with. It's fun.
Someone else said I'm scared that making friends will be hard. Don't be. No. This is the easiest place to make friends.
Oh no, he mathed too hard.
Oh
no. I mean, you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of people who are all went, oh my god, the vacation where I just dress up as a hobbit? Sign me up!
These are
You're
your
probably
people.
going to be able to make some friends.
That's the best part about it.
Somebody is saying I am an introvert, so the socializing is exciting but nervous. I think everybody is going to be an introvert nerd at this event, so you will be amongst your people.
100%. I'm a hard introvert. That kind of goes away in there. It's always areas and stuff where you can kind of escape and just have a moment. And there's other people around you who need the same thing, so you'll find the little corner where everybody's just kind of chilling and looking into a fire quietly, and nobody breaks that. It's pretty good.
I describe myself as an introverted extrovert.
That's a thing, man.
It is.
I got to message Bill in the background and figure out where he went. He's not popped back up for me yet. He mathed.
Stared into the void.
He mathed so hard. He stared into the void, and the void stared back.
He's in the astral plane.
He's just floating around. Guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Most
Somebody's
about breaking the.
Somebody's saying I fear my character might be annoying. Well, it's great because it's a character, so make it less annoying if you see people are not reacting well to it. But usually, like, you feel the vibe when you see people are reacting well to it or not, and you can change it because it's a character. Yeah,
no, character's not set in stone. You can adjust it as it goes and stuff.
It completely change because you're here to have fun. It's not like you don't have to be exactly what you had planned.
Yeah.
Especially if it's your first time, you don't know how it's going to go.
Did the math take you
Bill
out?
is
Or
back.
You're good.
I'll have an update in just a minute.
Yep.
Math is still not done.
Oh no, math is done.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no, he's got that
he has a
smile.
surprise.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh,
Did you put on the?
Are we
the
learning
shoes?
something live here?
Oh.
I'll be with you momentarily.
Okay.
Someone asked, can you play elves or dwarves, or do you have to be a hobbit? Everyone's gonna be a hobbit.
This is
great.
Yeah,
a hobbit.
only
event.
Hobbit.
Yep. I know there's some talks in the future if this goes really well, and everybody wants to have other areas in the world. There might be that going on eventually. I know that's in talks possibly, but yeah, for this event we are in the Shire, where hobbits is.
I do believe that we have confirmed that one dwarven NPC is going to be there, who's also another creator who will be playing along.
Yeah.
But everyone else, Hobbit.
And that one's fun actually because they're going. Bill, are we allowed to say what they're doing and who that is, or do they want to keep that secret and surprise? I don't want to.
Are we talking about the
dwarf
merchant?
Yeah.
Oh no, we revealed that in the stream the night before last night when we had it with Matt,
perfect.
Nerd of the Rings.
Okay.
Oh, cool, yeah.
I was gonna say I thought I heard someone else say it, so that's why I did.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. I appreciate the attempt to keep the spoiler free.
Yeah. So Matt from Nerd of the Rings is going to be a boot merchant, which is great because aren't you actually providing them with boots to merchant?
I will not say one way or the other what I'm working on doing in order to make things truly magical and feel grounded in realism.
All right.
Wow.
Well, that was an answer.
Well, that's a good point actually. The hobbits here at this event don't have to be barefoot.
Right.
Absolutely, because actually, concerning hobbits, they talk about how in the southern parts of the Shire, specifically the South Farthing, and areas of the southern Eastern Farthing, we do know that dwarves coming up the old road from Sarenford would bring boots that they sold regularly to hobbits. So we do know that is a thing, which means if you would like to wear boots, which we do encourage anytime that you are running about in the woods particularly, go ahead, please go.
I don't know what
Sorry.
that was. In the preface to the Fellowship, Tolkien also says that hobbits seldom wear shoes. He doesn't say they never wear shoes. He also painted Bilbo in boots, so it's canon.
He did.
Busting out some can. You're killing me here, Bale, in suspense.
I know. What's happening?
Yeah, a little Bale smile and everything too, meaning it's gonna be something awesome. And
Yep.
yup.
That's all we get.
I like how
Yep.
someone said the Discord has instilled a fear of me of ticks in the area, so I'm thankful shoes are allowed.
Somebody's saying, may I recommend denser tights for tick prevention?
Yeah, tick prevention is a must. My understanding is, in talking to the property owners, that they're not bad, especially in the fields that we're going to be in when it comes to ticks. I mean, you're outside, you're gonna run into ticks and stuff, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. You are out amongst nature as a hobbit should be. So be aware.
Yeah. I think somebody had asked earlier on too, like, should we be worried about like wildlife and such? Like you are outside. It's not outside of the realm of possibility that a random raccoon will wander in. There are going to be, at this point, if the math is correct, around 900 of us. So it's probably not going to be their first choice to come and visit our camps, but there will also be food about and all that. So yeah, you want to just, treat it like you're camping, I guess. And for those of you who've not been camping, don't just leave food outside. Make sure it's just away at the end so you're not attracting them in.
Yeah, please don't
I've
leave
never
food out.
seen a raccoon.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
we'll try to make that a first time for
That
you.
sounds very exciting.
I've got a Walmart dumpster we'll take you to. Best show in town.
Welcome to America.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right. If you find your way over to the Kickstarter, to the updates section, you will now see it is official that as of with exactly 30 minutes to go, we reached the 900 ticket level, unlocking the Fear in the Forest quest line. Interactive quest line with NPCs and story and plot and props, and we're super excited about this one in particular. There's a lot of cool things that are going to happen thanks to this.
God, this is
Really,
so
really
cool.
excited. We're not going to give any spoilers. We are not saying what this one is about. We are not going to give any teasers for it. This is going to be a cool one. We're really excited about. It will be something that, for those who are feeling adventurous, who are looking to explore and be mischievous, this will be one available for you. So really excited about that. So yes, the update is there. With exactly now 27 minutes to go, we are at 901.
That's I know, you're killing me. I need even numbers, damn you.
Well, I guess we gotta get another 100.
We'll just stand outside. It's then 900.
Thank you. So guess what? You're no longer invited. All set.
And fixed series that was. So, boy, we have
That's
27 minutes left. How fantastic is that? We had an internal betting pool going on what number we would end up with, and it turns out we were far too conservative.
Yeah.
We were far too conservative.
I remember when we first started this, you were like, man, I will be so stoked if at least like 300 people want to come play with us or something. Like, it'll be really hard for us to pull it off, but like it would be awesome if at least that many people would like to hang out with us. All of us were like, you are underestimating that. Yeah. Bill likes to aim down here, so he's not disappointed, I think.
True.
I always try to plan for like the minimal viable product, the MVP, and we always try to make sure we plan for the what we are sure that we can pull off, and then we allow things to grow organically. And we've learned that the best experiences are one that you don't just sell the tickets to sell the tickets and try to get as many people there as possible, which is why we're not pushing this to sell tickets up until the last minute and make this uncomfortable. We want to be able to have the time to be able to get this right for the people who have purchased their tickets, and have them know that the people who are going to be in that Discord, who are communicating with them regularly, are the ones who are going to be attending, and there isn't going to be a giant influx of 1,000 more people. So it's about doing it right, not doing it too big.
People really want to know if they can carve pumpkins. Absolutely, you can if you bring pumpkins.
Heck yeah. I'm excited for the scarecrow contest.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Ooh.
So there's going to be, we can start talking about some stuff now.
Yeah.
So flower crown design competition will be a thing.
Ooh.
Whatever, Rachel.
We're working with a local flower nursery.
So bring her.
Then we have the scarecrow building contest. Then we have there's a few others.
Many people in the chat are asking about pumpkin carving.
I think we can absolutely do that. Bring a pumpkin.
Yep.
Carve it. Feel free. I don't know if we will supply pumpkins and do that. If we can work it out to where that's a possibility, that'd be super fun. We'll talk with some local farmers in the area that are pumpkin farms and see if that's something we could potentially offer. It is that time of year. It will be middle of October. It's going to be fantastic. I think this is also something in my brain that I still am remembering from time to time, get super excited about, is like, our concept art does show things quite green, and there's a potential that they could be quite green depending on when the leaves change. And some years it's early, some years it's a bit late. But there is a chance that it could be just truly beautifully golden. And this would just be so cool. Yeah. If it's green, it's great too, but like, man,
like a real harvest festival.
It's
Oh
good
my
time.
gosh.
I think you should what we talked about in my stream the other day, the like local business stamp card.
Yeah.
I think you should talk about that because I love that idea.
Yeah, we're really dedicated to working with local businesses as much as we can to support locally owned, locally run business. So we're going to have a stamp card that you can download and print off, take around to any of the businesses that are listed on it for a whole range of things, whether it be a Mets guy, a butcher, an outfitter for tenting, going to a dairy. I can't think of words right now. I suppose also that's not a thing in Kentucky. This isn't south of France. Sorry, Ariel. There will not be a place where you can just go buy tons of unpasteurized cheese. But there is going to be deli. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Like all these different local businesses that are locally run and owned. And what you can do is go there with this card, and they're going to have a stamp that we provide them. And if you get a certain number of them stamped, we have a special gift that we're going to give you as thanking you for supporting local business there in the Harrodsburg area.
I love that.
That's nice.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That's so cute.
I guess that's that other thing too. It's kind of a fun thing to do. I kind of like it like in the middle of a LARP to just go to a store of some sort. I'm usually still in costume too because I'm too lazy to change up, so I'm just rolling up in my armor or something. But just having that where you go out and get groceries or take care of yourself in some other way. I know in Conquest they have like the out room where you can do stuff too, which is fantastic. You can talk a little bit about that, or just if you need a break, if you feel like it's a lot for that moment, you do have options to just not be there for a little bit.
Yeah. Outroom is great. Gives you space to just kind of disconnect from the game if you want to, and to talk to a mental health professional if you feel like you need to have a conversation about how you're feeling at that moment. It's a totally acceptable place to go and do so. Just disconnect. It's great.
There will be the Green Dragon, which maybe you could also talk about the like the alcohol laws in that area.
No.
Ominous.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. The event is BYOB. It is bring your own alcohol, and we are in a long process of trying to help potentially make adjustments and changes to local policy around the distribution of alcohol within Mercer County. We're part of a group of people who are trying to do that for agrotourism, and there will be nothing that happens for this year, unfortunately, because session 4 Kentucky State Senate has already ended, which means we can't bring this up for a vote. We did try. We just missed it by, unfortunately, it got tabled, and we have to wait next year. So that said, it is a BYOB event, and there will be some interesting things that we're doing in regard to working with local breweries and cideries and wineries that we're working on coming up with solutions for, and we look forward to talking about those at a later date.
It's awesome. People are saying, any tips for people with dietary restrictions who wants to try LARPing in the future? Man, I'm on board with you. Usually you can find pretty much anything. Like, I can't have wheat, which kills me when I go to Germany. Everybody's like, look at this delicious bread. But yeah, usually you can find pretty much anything. So our vendors will also be mindful of that. There should be options that are going to be okay to, no matter what your flavor of needing to change things up.
Not just that, you can also cook food at the event. So you can bring food and bring a cooler, and we will have ice available daily at the event.
Nice.
I would also recommend always having a little snack on yourself, because sometimes you get caught into a quest and you forget about time for 5 hours. So it's nice to have at least a few things in your pocket, in your habit pockets, which is very, very much on brand for the event.
Absolutely. Carrying food with you at all times, the most Hobbit thing to do. Just saying.
And water.
Yeah.
Pocket full of peanuts, the most Hobbit.
Somebody asked a question that's a good one, and it's one I've done before, and it is awesome depending on the event. Someone's like, if you got an Airbnb nearby, do you think they'd find someone to share it with? We've shared Airbnbs before at events. Being able to just kind of go away and have an actual house is sometimes pretty awesome too. If you're not someone who likes to camp or whatever. We got one, I think it was for like the first and last night of events, just to kind of get away from things. And I think there was like 12 of us. It was a giant log cabin type of thing, and it was awesome. We had a big like cooking party there too, and that could be just as much fun as anything else. So yeah, that's totally acceptable if you want to camp kind of off grounds or house off grounds. If you can find something close that isn't hard for you to get back and forth, I think that's a super good option.
Yeah, and on the Discord, people... I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Ariel. Go ahead.
No, people are organizing a lot on the Discord, so there is a lot of sharing ideas, and if it's for an Airbnb, but also for like transport, people driving together, this kind of stuff. If you are planning on going to the event, you can contact other people there and like organize people if you are coming from the same place, or like airport or this kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that they're concerned about 900 people trying to set up their campsites at the same time when we can't drive our cars up to the campsite.
You will be able to drive up near your campsite, and you'll be able to have staging areas. We have a whole bunch of information about logistics and onloading and offloading, and we do it for 10,000 people every year. We do it for 4,000 and 3,000 multiple times a year as well. Pretty good at this. And we have a way of sorting it out. Not just that, we have arrivals set up over the course of 2 days. So 900 players arriving over the course of 2 and sometimes 3 days, since we have some players who are even arriving on early access before the early access people. Those are going to be your vendors, your NPCs, your main staff crew, other select people that we want to have access to get them on site early. It's going to be spread out quite a bit, and we try to basically have staging areas to allow things to work as smoothly as they can. Will you have to probably wait in line for a little bit in your car? Yeah, might. That's okay.
Someone did ask the question, will food vendors be available for all meals? Well, it says all meals of hobbits, or at least for the 3 square meals that the big folk eat.
We're working with the food vendors to basically figure out like what is going to be the consistency of the availability of food over the event, and the idea that we're aiming for is that they're just kind of opening in the morning and closing in the evening, and they're open the whole time. So you can go and collect and have your food when you want to have your food. The idea of having like set meal times is lovely, but with this many people all going out and doing things on their own timelines and their own interests and their own ways, it doesn't really work out that way.
I'll have you know, I noticed that the music had stopped in the background only because I could hear the frogs in your backdrop, Ariel.
Sorry.
No, that's like the perfect vibe. Like it sounded like it was like background stuff happening at all. I'm like, it's just like relaxing, little frogs croaking and stuff. I'm like, that's nice.
We are.
But I realize it's real.
15 minutes. 15 minutes from.
Yeah, it's almost midnight, so 15 minutes. Yay.
Wow.
Someone said, what is the earliest that we can set up, and when do we pay for that?
Yes, so there'll be an early arrival access ticket or that you can buy. It'll be something like $15, $20. That'll be able to get you on site. And it's, basically the reason it costs that is because that's basically covering the cost of us having to do cleaning of all of the porta-johns and showers for that extra day. And that's basically what you're paying for, is basically the cost that it costs us to be able to make sure that happens. And then you're able to get on site as early as Tuesday morning. I think we're talking about something like at 10 a.m. Don't quote me on this because we still need to release the information on it, but something like 10 a.m. you'll be able to be on site on Tuesday. And then you'll be able to kind of set up throughout that day, and then people can arrive on Wednesday morning as well and set up all day then. And then on Thursday morning, we begin the adventure.
Yay!
So
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Wednesday night, pre-event party.
Yeah, pre-event parties are always the best. They're so much fun.
Pre-event parties are so great.
Yeah, they're
it's
so
much
good.
fun.
Somebody had asked, do they have to bring outfits for the day before? Are we going to be in full kit or whatever?
You're
you
in
want?
full normal clothing.
Yeah.
Tons of groups that attend our events love, if you're coming with a group of people, they'll like make their own shirts, or they'll pick a theme, like everyone wears Hawaiian shirts or something. First off, it makes it very easy to see your friends from across the field while setting up, but also it just kind of adds a level of camaraderie and enjoyment. All of our staff will obviously be in staff tees, but other people love to do the same kind of thing. Another big thing for
Oh no! I'm on it, everybody. Give me a second. I'm gonna bring him back. There we go. He's still talking. He's still moving around talking.
Oh boy, I
There he
didn't
goes.
even know you guys disappeared.
He's still doing it. All right.
Yes, what's going on?
He's just I brought everybody back. We're good. Nothing happened. You
I
saw
don't know
nothing
where I
here.
left off, so all right.
You were only gone. You were
dropped
gone for
off
just
when
a.
we were talking about the vehicles.
Yeah, you were gone for like
Oh,
10
yeah.
seconds. You're good.
Yeah, so people will put the Conquest queue with the sword through it on the back of their vehicle with tape, and then on the drive, what's super fun is like you'll just catch people at a rest stop or at a gas station on the way and realize like, oh, they're headed to the same place. And then over time you get these big caravan like convoys of hobbits all heading to the same place, and they stop and they get meals together and you hang out and get to know each other on the way. And it's just part of the building community part that's so exciting.
That's so
I love
cool.
that.
Yeah. Somebody
I'm just
had-
saying this as like it would be so cool if we could do this in 12 minutes. It's almost impossible. I would love to see 500,000. It would just be wild to see. But if we could end at 490,000, I would be super, super excited about that as well.
Yeah, all
We're close.
we're
So
so
close.
close.
So close.
Yeah, it's somebody said that it would be fun if all the security dressed as bounders. We can get like feathers and stuff, and
That's not a bad idea.
it's just really tall
But-
feathers in the hat.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't want to sweat that much, but
Yeah, true.
we got a lot of work to do those days.
Oh man. Let's see if there's any
We're
questions
really
we missed
close.
here. We're so close. It's so cool. But yeah,
Somebody's saying they have to find a costume for their car now.
Hit, that's your next
actually a
video.
funny idea.
you're dressing up a car. How to make car look like horse? Big horse.
Make the car look like this.
You found a stray olifant.
Aw.
That'd be fun.
Do you guys already have plans for the festival? Like things that you are planning to make, or
Yeah.
I can't not craft. I'll go insane. So many crafts will be made between now and then.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard because we're helping out making some of the kind of in-world stuff as well, like some of the signage and all that as well. So I think it's going to be a thing for me where I'm going to get so lost in the sauce making all the other stuff that you all will get to interact with that you're just going to see me in like a bed sheet or something because I have no clothing. I'll have one good vest that Kiki made me, and all the rest is going to be, oh, there goes the pantsless wonder, you know. Let's put a boot on my head and just be the crazy guy in the woods.
A dunce cap for you.
Yeah. That'll be my quest line. I'll be like, find me some pants.
Fail, we're at 491,000.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I look away
No.
for just a couple seconds.
Yeah.
People are just throwing
up.
money at it. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, we're within 9,000.
1,009
That is
backers. That's crazy. 8 minutes left.
Oh my gosh.
So cool.
people buy your tickets. Losing my mind. You people do not understand.
I want to be clear with that too. Like, at this point, as far as how many people are there and stuff, throughout the whole thing, like I said, Bale was very undershooting it. You'd just be very happy at this point if people are having fun.
Every ticket I was celebrating internally for.
But with that, it's more around the more we kind of make on that side of it is the more it's just going right back into the stuff. We've got this whole wish list of things we'd love to see there for you all, like experience-wise, even just things around. But obviously all that stuff costs money. So as that number climbs, it's very much like, oh, we're going to get to do this thing now, and we're going to get to have this thing there now. So that's the cool bit.
So much exactly what I'm looking at. Is like every ticket represents a new opportunity for us to present something special to this event.
Mm-hmm.
And with enough tickets, we start to be able to open up really unique and awesome opportunities both before the event and during the event, and then in some ways after the event.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really what's going to make this so exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Already. I'm so excited about the stuff that I've been listening to the team put together. It's wild. It is wild, some of the stuff you're putting together. Super excited. I'm so excited about it. It's so cool.
Yeah, I'm on cloud 9.
Yeah. Like, we've got 9...
Because 5 more minutes and you can go to sleep.
Right? Yeah, true. No.
Oh, if only. If only. Oh,
Midnight
no,
is rookie numbers for Bale.
Yeah, midnight is going to begin where we actually have to get started on some really important stuff that has to be done by tomorrow, and this is the end of like the first phase for our team. Now, like, really, it's time to like go ahead and get started. This is the beginning of the part where kind of the rubber meets the road for us, or the cartwheel meets the path.
Nice, good one. Somebody had a good point. We've got 900 hobbits who want to buy clothes. So y'all put a rush in that clothing line.
Don't tell me about it. I have 2 really cool documents. Actually, both Ariel and Rachel have seen them. We've talked about them. They're 2 of the designers who are actually going to be working with us on this project. I have these great binders that I'm going to be sending them in the coming week that have all the fabric ideas and color options and all sorts of fun stuff, and we lost somebody.
I'm on it. Sorry, I was
so excited.
I was flower picking. Let me get them.
And we're really excited because once I'm able to get those over to them, then we get started on the design process. We've already obviously done some initial sketch work, and we're working through different ideas and concepts, but really the fun part actually gets started with these guys in the next weeks and months, which is going to be great. And that's why we've said, if we're able to make it by October to make it available for players, we will actually find a way to have it on site and available for you to purchase on site if at all possible. And if not, it'll be available after the event for your Halloweening needs, and the availability for 2026 at the 2nd annual Brandywine Festival.
Yup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
That's super exciting. And I believe are we able to say what you're planning as far as like once this one ends, how soon until you can start planning for the next one?
Oh, we'll start planning for 2026 mid-August.
Nice.
Like our team is already in movement for like by mid-August. We're already planning. We designed things in a way where the event gets packed down in the way that we intend to unpack it prepped for the next year. I mean, this is the way you kind of have to run these things. And that also means, being ready for the next year when it comes to ticket sales. So for those of you who are going to be interested in buying tickets for 2026, tickets for Brandywine Festival Year 2 will go up for sale in October. So they will be just after the event a few weeks later. The tickets then go up for the next year. And we make sure that early bird tickets are the cheapest and they get more expensive as they sell toward the max. We don't know if we'll still offer $1,800. It may be less next year. We're going to learn a lot this year, which is great.
Yeah. I have to know context. Oh, no, go ahead.
There's 3 minutes left and we hit 492,000.
Oof. Look at the shudder. Y'all in chat have to tell me context. Are you dubbing this event Potato Cella? Because I really hope this is Potato Cella.
That's what I've been seeing.
Yes.
I will make signs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight this.
That should be what's on everyone's car.
Just Potato Cella.
Maybe we'll sell car stickers with Brandywine Festival for people's windows.
Oh, that would
That'd
be
be
so
cool.
cute.
Yeah. I love the logo. I'd get a car sticker with that. Yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Potato Cella. This is the thing I
Potato
want.
Cella.
I want this to. I will manifest
Yes,
this
and then
into
we'll have
reality.
the out of tune choir singing at Potato Cella. It's gonna be
Yes.
A little bit too on brand, honestly.
Yeah, it's
On Brandywine.
it's super. Oh, that's how you know it's getting late.
Yeah.
4 minutes left. We've hit maximum capacity.
We've hit delirium.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh man, so exciting! It has been an obsession of mine to daily check to see where we're at. It's at this point, it just my phone asks me if that's what I want to go to. I start typing it in. It's like, ma'am. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Same.
I built an app.
You, of course.
Nice.
So try hard.
So when I turn my phone on or my computer on, it immediately pull it up.
I love that.
So
people are asking you to come to Europe with it.
okay.
He's doing the face from before.
Uh-huh. And when you learn to read a Baleface, there's a lot of stuff that he's not supposed to say out loud because of legal, but then you just kind of look at him and you're like, all right.
Someone's asking if there's going to be trinket trading there.
Absolutely.
Are you gonna trade trinkets?
I'm gonna bring trinkets. I love trinket trading.
Absolutely.
Okay, I have to go grab something real quick. I'll be back.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He's doing it again.
This is probably aside from the fact that like the success of it so far has been awesome, and everybody in the chat, by the way, you're just incredible. Like making this happen, making it a reality. It's because you were all jumping in on it. It's absolutely massive. But specifically for Bale, because the man needs sleep, and ever since this thing is launched, he has just been on the wiry edge. Oh, are you popping champagne?
Oh,
Yay!
4 seconds.
Wonderful. He's so excited.
he should be.
How does this open? It's a tiny bottle.
And we're gonna hear a pop, and then his camera's gonna go down, and then we'll know.
Hi, Bale.
It's going to get kicked by Streamlabs right as it's about to go
Right?
off.
It's like pop, gone. I want it to freeze frame with like
face.
it freezes.
It hits me in the face, and then
I'm like, do a
And
screen
that's the
grab, do a
moment-
screen grab.
the moment
seconds.
he died. He died doing what
He died doing what he loved.
4, 3, 2,
2.
1. Congratulations, everyone.
Congrats. Huge.
Confetti on the Kickstarter. It's
Yeah, just give. Oh, that's so cute.
Oula.
That's amazing. And yeah, thank you all for this. This is so cool.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
Wait, so Bale, my understanding is if we didn't hit, did we hit our goal? Well, if we didn't, it doesn't happen, right?
Is it happening?
Is it happening? Is it?
It is.
Okay, good.
It's
Okay,
happening. It's happening. We're doing it. So a couple things to now talk about.
Uh-oh.
We unlock secrets.
We did unlock secrets.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So there will be 2 secret quest opportunities that we're going to be bringing into play. We're not going to tell what they are, but they're going to be things that we are excited to bring into the event. One of them related to the enjoyment of food, drink, and revelry. This was a secret stretch goal that we reached, that I'm very excited that we got to. It's related to funding, and we will be bringing that out. And the second is is related to some product giveaway stuff that we're going to be releasing, and a stretch goal that's related to pre-event. So we're really quite excited about that as well. So very excited. Keep an eye on the Discord. Stay active in the Discord, and keep an eye out for the information on that. One last thing that is of note. We got a lot of feedback from people over the last 48 hours around, hey, I really would like to be able to add a family member to this. I would like to invite a friend to this. I would love to do this, but it's just not possible for me to be able to buy that ticket today. Is there any way we can sort this out? So to that end, we have, as of 1 minute ago, activated late pledges on Kickstarter for just tickets. So you will, and this is a limited amount available. There's only 200 of these tickets that will be available for late pledges until May 31st. If you go ahead and reload the page now, you're going to see the Brandywine Festival ticket only. Late pledge ends May 31st. There are only 200 of these tickets available. If you would like to invite or bring someone along over the next 30 days, those 200 tickets will be the last tickets that are going to be available. We end tickets early so that we can plan and prepare things properly for everyone to experience the event. This is why we don't offer same-day tickets or day arrivals. So please take advantage of this as much as you need to and can. We would love to see as many people attend as possible, but obviously we have a limit. And for this, it'll be 200 for our late pledges. So please let us know if you have any questions about that. We'll still be checking the Kickstarter. We'll still be regularly putting updates in there as things change and update. And if you are a backer who is not on the Discord, do not be afraid. All of the information that is going to be shared in regard to guides, PDFs, and planning will be available via email that'll go out through your email connected to your Kickstarter as well. So if you aren't a regular Discord user and you're afraid you're going to miss something, don't worry. The important stuff will come by email as well.
Awesome.
All right. That's the end of the things I think I needed to say for tonight. So let's celebrate at least this first big milestone.
Yeah.
Yay!
So excited. Congrats, everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah. I only have water, but cheers. It's in a rum bottle.
It's a good Prosecco.
Is it good Prosecco?
Good.
That's
It
great.
is a good Prosecco.
All right, let me get in your last moment questions here. I want to be mindful of everyone's time, but let's. Someone said, Bale, can you just send out an email to all Kickstarter people with a link to the Discord since the Kickstarter is now closed?
It is, and I can, yes.
Okay.
I will be working to get this done as soon as possible, just so the team is kind of aware. Actually, Kit, you have access to get in there and to be able to send that. Actually, I should be able to do it tonight before I go to
You've
bed.
seen everything I've been doing here. Do you trust me to touch the back end of the thing where all the money lives?
Great. As I was saying, tonight before I go to bed, I'm gonna go ahead. I will send out a link that will be active individually for each user. It's gonna take me a little time to put it together because there's some complications on making sure that the links work and everyone gets the right ones. That it will be active for a few day period that you'll be able to use it. I suggest you use it as soon as possible. Yeah, that'll be access to get you into the Discord. So now that we are done, I have access to be able to send you guys things that Kickstarter limited us to do previously.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Super.
How many
Someone
people
said
are
they want
watching?
to
I haven't
do
even looked to
Hobbit
see.
marrying during the event. That's so cute.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a potential wedding.
Oh.
I love LARP
You're
weddings.
doing that face again.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
love how much I cannot confirm or deny as always. I am confirming right now live on camera.
Give away the secret.
It's so cool.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Any last minute things any of you, our esteemed guests, would like to say or get out into the world
I'm
before we head off?
Really excited.
Yeah. So excited. Awesome. All right.
I just want to say thank you to every single one of you.
Right?
Being part of this. It's
amazing.
just It's a dream come true for all of us, and thank you for being part of this. That's going to be a fantastic adventure that we get to go on together. And today's the first day where we get started on making this a reality, and we're really excited to do so. So may the hair on your toes never fall out.
That's so beautiful. One last question. I just want to make sure this person gets seen. They want a ticket, but they hadn't gotten an email confirmation or the Discord links yet. So they just want to know where they would have to go.
They should have an email address. They can email to me. Once they've emailed me, it's in the list of people I have to get back to. Just be aware that there's a lot of emails right now.
Okay.
Busy last few days.
Will there be an official performer announcement once they're all chosen?
Absolutely.
Sweet. Yay! And someone was asking about storm contingencies and stuff. Yes, we have a whole portion of the team that all they have done is figure out basically any contingency you can think of. They have plans for it and ways to go about it. So we should be good for that. Okay. Yep. For real this time. We're gonna be heading out. Thank you all for joining us. Super appreciate it.
Thank